In the far eastern hills of India, where clouds touch forests and rivers whisper ancient names, a sound rises every harvest season. Not the sound of machines, nor temples, nor war, but the heartbeat of the people. 100 drums, calling the sun, calling memory, calling life itself. This is Wangala, a harvest festival, a festival of 100 drums, born from soil, sweat, and prayer, carried forward by the Garo tribe of Meghalaya. But why do these drums play? What do they summon? And what wisdom still hides inside their rhythm? Let's travel back to where it all began. Welcome to CurioShastra, where curiosity meets clarity. Long before roads reached these hills, long before electricity arrived, the Garos lived in harmony with forests and shifting fields. Life depended on rice, the crop that fed every mouth, every dream, every child. When the harvest ended, one truth echoed in their lives. What we eat is not earned by us alone. For the Garo people of Meghalaya, harvest is not just a season, it is survival. And survival demands gratitude. Traditionally, Wangala is the greatest festival of Garo community. A post-harvest thanksgiving to Missy Saljong, the sun god. He is believed to bless the fields, ripen the grain, and protect the people. So when the harvest ends, the Garos stop their work and return to him in song, prayer, and thunder. Before any drum sounds, the festival begins quietly inside the Nokma's home, the traditional village chief. A sacred ceremony known as Rugala is performed. Rice, crushed grain, and rice beer are offered to the spirit, a blessing for the season that passed and a plea for the season to come. And on an appointed day, the hills awaken. Men gather with dama, which is a long wooden drum wrapped in animal hide. Women wear traditional dakmanda and dakshini cloth, silver and beads glimmering like forest dew. A horn made from buffalo, the Nagara, roars. Feet strikes the soil. Bodies move, not choreographed or not staged, but guided by instinct, by memory, and by duty. This is the famous Dhani Jatra, the dance that tells the story of farming, from clearing forests, sowing seeds, protecting crops, to harvest and joy. And the drums? Not one, not two, but 100. The 100 drums is not just a number. It symbolizes the unity of clans, the strength of community, the roar of gratitude multiplied across generations. Each beat is a prayer, and each step a connection between the earth and the sky. Wangala is not a day, it is a season. Across September to December, 2 to 3 villages come together, sometimes for 2 days or sometimes for a week. Each village chooses its own date, aligning with the fields and the moon, because it's nature and not the calendar who decides. Today, Wangala lives in two worlds. In villages, it remains sacred, slow, intimate, and spiritual. No tourists, no cameras, just ancestors, land, and faith. And there is the modern 100 Drums Wangala Festival, which was first organized in 1970s to protect the Garo identity and share their heritage with the world. Here, thousands gather, dancers from many villages, weavers selling their tribal fabrics, artisans carving drums, young musicians mixing tradition and pride. It drives livelihood and keeps the tradition alive by giving the Garo youth a reason to hold their culture high in the changing world. Yet elders say slowly, never forget. The drums play for the Missy Saljong and not for the applause. In the world racing forward, Wangala pulls us back to the truth we once lived by. Nature does not owe us, we owe nature. And gratitude is not weakness, it's a power. A community survives not by competing, but by standing together, sowing together, celebrating together, and grieving together. Every drum in Wangala says, We live because the earth allows it, and we eat because something greater provides. But then a silence entered these hills, footsteps unfamiliar, words never heard before, and a faith not born from these forests. A new belief system arrived, reshaping lives, challenging age old rituals. Christianity came, and with it a new way of worship. Slowly, Wangala shifted from a sacred ritual to a cultural heartbeat. Yet, far in remote Sansaric villages, where forest gods still watch from the shadows, the drums have never forgotten who they were meant to call. Wangala, once sacred to every household, became less ritual and more remembrance. A cultural heartbeat preserved so tradition does not vanish in silence. And when the final drum rests and the dust settles, villagers return home. The year's work is honored, blessings are sent forward, children fall asleep to stories of ancestors, and the hills, once trembling with sound, fall into the peaceful whisper. But in the silence, the echo remains, not in the air, but in the heart. Wangala is not just a festival. It is a memory made of rhythm, earth, and gratitude. And every time a thousand drums thunder across the Meghalaya, they remind us of a simple truth. When humanity remembers its roots, life flourishes. And when we thank the giver, we receive more. If this journey stirred something in you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And tell us which forgotten tradition should we uncover next. And if you go to the Garo Hills, go with respect. Watch, listen, don't interrupt the ritual. Let the drums tell their own story.